Real. Let it run a couple more minutes. Yes. Mm. Guess we just ended that little clip. Oh, I needed to go back. Go back. No, don't you dare. Let's try that again. There we go. I see Dan. I need to. This is completely separate from this thing, but I need to call you next day, next couple of days. We got a lot to catch up about. And O'Neal, hey O'Neal, you guys joining me today? We're up here talking about some Mike Bereal. Y'all, that's one of my favorite musicians. It's just awesome to see him aboard. But I'm not gonna get like starstruck because this is gonna happen. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna get this done. I've missed you guys the last couple of weeks. You know, I had some live stream issues. I finally figured it out. O'Neal says he's joining us all the way from Barbados. I've never been there. It would be awesome to be able to travel. Maybe not while COVID's going on, but you know, when that finally gets done, it would be awesome to be able to travel to other parts of the world. I love traveling, but haven't been that far out. So, I am going to get into Mike Bereal here. You know, I've done another clip from him. This is finally episode 8. I think we're good to go. I think we got, you guys let me know, is the stream coming through good? Because, you know, I had these issues the last couple of weeks. I figured out what it was. Dan, stand back. This is the fullness of what I can teach right here. So this is what, this is what I got. We're gonna jump into this. This is episode 8. It's actually like week 10, but I had a couple of struggle weeks with the stream. So yeah, here I am. I'm back. O'Neal says audio's good, video's good. Okay, that means I can jump into this. So let's not delay. Now, let's see. Let me get a key first. Okay, so you know how we do. We find the key first, and then this song is older. We know this came out in the 2000s. It's Lamar Campbell out of Indianapolis, and he's playing this in A flat. So this is cool because he's playing it in the original key. But what we're going to do, the focus we're doing with this transcription today is we're learning from Mike how we can take a song and use a lot of substitutions to give us other ways to play. We already were taking voices from people, but he takes it to a whole different level where we're taking full substitution. So in the key of A flat, since we just found our key, you saw I did it really quickly. I hummed the note and I started on my C. I start on the C every week in case we need a good starting point. But we know we're in A flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to the 1. Here's our numbers. Let me give you all of them. That's the 1 chord. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to the 1. This is what we've got. So we're in A flat. Now, since we're going to be dealing with the substitutions, one of the things that may help, it sounds like he was at the beginning of it. Let me try to play a little bit of that from the beginning, maybe just a. I don't even remember. Let me see. Oh, sorry. This is me remembering off the top of my head. And then we got the end. Okay, so that's basically what chords we're going to be using, or that's what we would expect if we were just playing that song as, I don't want to say simple because there's a fullness of that already, just like it is. But if we just were playing it, without a lot of extras, it would be, I was trying to play the melody too, so there was, that in there. Now, I'm going back to the clip. Let's grab what he's doing. He's in A flat. Now we're going to be grabbing his substitutions. Okay, so we heard that melody right at the beginning. And just because I just already knew the melody, we know that's here. We know we've got that. Nice and easy. But what's not easy, we expect this. We expect that 2, or we expect the 5. This is what we're expecting, but we did not hear this. What did we hear for him to do this? Listen to this. I'm hearing a D flat in the bass, so we get the bass note, we get the, and we can put it right here, but we get the bass note, we get the melody note, and then we put the chord in between it. So let's grab that chord. I never know what to expect with Mike, so this is always a challenge for me because he's up there. Okay, so I hear that in it. Okay, you hear me humming the notes, literally, that I'm hearing him play. So what else is in there? Okay, so maybe something along this line. Let's play it with it. Oh, didn't hit the play. I think I'm missing something. I need that. Woo! Let's get on the pedal. Let's get this next chord. So we got the first one. It's almost like the 6/9. Real open chord. He might even have that F in there. I feel like he's rolling off another note. Yeah, he might be doing that right there. See, I had to test it out. Okay. D flat major, instead of giving us the 5, he's coming off of the 4 with it. Whew. Okay, let's see what he's doing. I missed the bass note, I'm sorry. Let me keep going. I'm so excited to get to that chord because that just came out of nowhere. I'm almost feeling like it's there, but it's almost like it's a B flat. I would think minor, but see, it's definitely not that. It's almost like, okay, so the dominant off of the B flat. If it's the B flat, let's see. So, and then we've got I think we've got that 5 chord in the left hand, but not in the right hand. We're going to get this. This is completely, this is what, see, this is why we're going through this, because these are so far from, the sounds are so far from what we would expect. We may not hear this in other places naturally. Okay, so we're hearing that in the chord up here, but that's not at all what we're hearing in the left hand. Like I said, y'all, this is a challenge for me today. Oh. Dun. I might even be hearing, let's see. Now, because they're so close, let's see if this is a that sounds way too tonal for me. You know what I gotta do? I'm taking too long on this one spot. You know, we take our trusty rusty, slow it down. Wait, I gotta get better than that. Let's go. Okay, didn't do it. Take this down to half speed. Keeps on moving on without me. There we go. Now let's try that again. We tried at full speed. Let me grab that second chord one more time because I heard some different things, those frequencies. Dun. I actually hear this now that I've slowed it down, like that bass note D. I can hear that frequency now that I slowed it down. I don't hear that F in there. I mean the top F. Let me see. Dun, dun. I do hear it. Okay, hold on. Dun. Okay. We got the D in there now. I hear the D. Dun. So, hold on now. Hold on. What? That's it. But what's the chord before? So, did he slide into it? Let's grab that again. Well, if I'm taking these as, and and then coming down from the half step. Or so if he did it without the bass, we're here. Let's get on there. Let's see. Okay, so and then we got, and then he hits that later. So, and then he goes into the rest of it. Now let's see what happens so I can say something about it. Okay. Forgot it that fast. Hold on. We gonna grab it. I'm hearing the A flat drone here. So we got, well, something of this nature is where I'm hearing this go. So, hold on. So he's keeping this here. He's not losing that top. Okay, so we started with probably a stretch. Remember we talked about how you can change the sound, the voice, or the sound with the voices. That sounds different than that. See that color? And then he had okay, so we've got that nice. For the record, this is a sharp 11 13 chord. That's the third. Obviously, here's our dominant, but here's the third. Here is the sharp 11, and here's the 13. That chord can get a lot of mileage, boy. And then he, we're hearing this in the melody. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Okay, I'm going to put it back up because we hear the vocal coming in. That was kind of a section that didn't have any vocal, and we want to be able to hear that, to hear where the melody actually is, because he played the melody when nobody was singing. That's the melody. And then we're in now. What are they? So he's immediately in on the one. Okay, so we're normal. He's playing what we expect. Something to this effect. Nothing we don't expect. Let's go back and make sure. Okay, so I do hear that here. So You know, if you're wondering for an easy way to look at this, it's an A flat chord, obviously, but in first inversion, let me not forget that. But in the perspective from A flat, it would be you're adding that flat sixth. If you look at it from a C, you're seeing it as a C, like an augmented type chord, or dominant with a sharp 5. So, because that would be the sharp 5. But I prefer to look at this in first inversion. See, 1, and then first inversion 1, because that would be something I would do. But then you're adding that crunchiness in there with that. Okay, nothing we don't expect. Now this chord here, I need this. It doesn't even sound difficult, but and then we've got that. We've got the 4 like we expect. So we've probably just got, but it's that instrument he's using too. That it's got like a flute in there, whatever his signature sound is. He's got it all in there. I was missing that. So it's a major. They're calling it an E flat. I don't like it. I want to see this as a D flat. I don't want to see this as a E flat anything, because yeah, I'm overriding that completely. This is a D flat with the 13, major 7 with the 13 and the 9, and then the sharp 11. So sharp 11, 9, sharp 11, 13. And notice, now we talked about things being really dark underneath. Notice how down low he really is putting that heaviness. We tend to think about leaving it more open, but he's really, that, both of them fit right in there, you know? So consider that if you're trying to, you know, come with more of his styles. That's just so nice. That's the key right here. I play this chord all the time, but that's not giving me this. See that difference? Love it. Let me keep going. I don't want to stay on that too long. Oh, wait. One ready. See, you can't just hit the button with him. You gotta go back, set back up. Here we go. And I feel like that was a F. I'm hearing the F in the bass. We need to go back and check so we can fill in that chord. He really just may have, now that I'm hearing that again, he really may have just taken the whole thing up an octave. Oh, so that was prominent, but so he's got such good control that this is coming out more than the rest of that. It's not easy to do. So I'm coming from here. Okay, now we need that chord. Let me back up because we need to ease into that. Okay, we hear that. That's our top note. Let's get the bass note. Dun. Okay, I think I got the bass. Now let's fill in a chord. Now, we don't expect this. I want to get this phrase and then we'll go back and see where all this is coming from. Okay, so I hear that here and here, but I'm missing that other harmony note. Dun. There's more. There's more. I'm hearing this, but I feel like I'm missing some. Okay, so I hear what's next, which is crazy. Hold on, let me get what's next, because that may give me a clue. I'm just gonna give it. Oh, I'm trying to play it all. Let me see. Can I play all this with one hand? Sort of. My hand is just barely big enough to fit this. He's playing that F minor 11, 9/11. I heard that as plain as day, and I wanted to throw that out there because that may give us a clue. Let's see if this is right. Yeah. So, chords, you can just plug right in. It was in, essentially this is in root position. He might even be doing that to make that even more full. My hands, as you can see, gotta hunch my shoulders. It's hard for me to get, even though my hands can stretch. This is not typical, okay? It's almost easier for me to do that. The easy way to play it would be, you wouldn't have this in here, but you have that. So if you can't reach for all of that, get this, and then get this, okay? The A flat would be implied in the chord, but if you can grab it here or here, go for it. And if you can really get all of that fullness. Now we gotta go back, and we're on this, so we need something that's gonna lead us to an F. And since he's left us out here in no man's land, we've established this and this for sure, and this. There's another note in here, y'all. I promise, because that chord is not complete. I don't even know what to hit. Oh, the chord got me stumped. I almost feel like that could be it, but that would be. It's not that. This is almost where you want to. It's not a crunch. It's almost where you kind of want to figure and hit every note until you grab it. No, that wasn't it. Okay. The top note may not be the D flat. It's not any of that. It's not that. Can we fit the G in there? Or can we put it up there? Let me see if I hear the G in it with it, because it sounds very open, so I'm kind of feeling whole tones on this. Oh. Oh, we may be getting somewhere. That might be the G. Let's go back a little further. I think I got it after that time. Oh. Okay, so, and then, ooh, that is nasty. It's telling us it's an A with a flat 5. So it's fully giving us the A major, or A dominant, sorry. But then you flat the 5. That is, or calling it a sharp. Why would it be a sharp 11? Hold on, let me find my sharp 11. Oh, that would be the sharp 11, the E flat. So either a flat 5 or sharp 11, whichever way You see it. That is nasty. How many of y'all had this chord in your vocabulary before today? I did not. I won't even lie to you. I won't hold you. That was, and then he let it here. Okay, so we started this. He was here. Oh, and then he was and then he went and then I think I'm playing it right. Yeah. Then we got this. Wow. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh. We're back on something we expect. Was it that open? I love how he's balancing what we expect against what we don't. Now we were here. What did I get? That first inversion chord again. Something I expected, so that's why I jumped right to it. And then I'm hearing this. But we're hearing, and it sounds like a complete whole step move. Or like the whole thing just picked up and moved next door. And so I'm going to play this. Let's see if those two chords are what's happening back to back. Yes. So, and that was real nice. We were here, and then we were here, and then we had, he's back here. Now let's grab, he did a real nice little move off of that. And then I'm hearing da-da. So, but I think something else moved with that. Oh. So we were here. What if I hit this? Didn't sound as good as when he did it. It was just, you gotta hit it. Okay, so I gotta hit all the chord. So we're here. See, you got me practicing a little bit. Timing is everything. Let me try to play that with him so I can understand where he's with. Okay, so we were here. I gotta get that A flat in there. Okay, so okay, single notes, not complicated. I love it when he plays something simple enough to grab right off. Huh. Sounds like we're going back to something we expect. Now, from this for me, y'all, I gotta go all the way back because I don't remember what we did before dealing with. Okay. Oh. Okay, we sort of expect that, and then he goes left field again. But there was a note in there before this. Let me get it. Okay, so and then we move on. Okay. Okay, he goes deep again. Sounds okay. Okay, so if he goes deep there, but what's the chord? Whew. Hold on. I get distracted by what he's. So we're here. I think that's the chord. Let me try to play those two with them for confirmation. I'm hearing, so I heard the bass, and then I heard this G. And so in our key, it would be that, but I don't even hear that. I hear this. The implication is that it's simply minor. And if that's giving us a clue while we're at it, that the next chord is probably a C chord, and then possibly an F, because he did a whole move there. So I'm expecting a C. Let's see what we get. Okay, yep. Come through, Mike. Come through. Okay, so what I am hearing is we hit the G. Again, I'm hearing same chords, but we moved up a whole step. So let me try to play. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's on the outer parts of it. But then, first thing I'm thinking, obviously, because we're on the 3 right now. One of my first obvious choices, even though this note is not even in the key, because it's on the C. If we thought of C minor, which is what chord this is on, I'm seeing this and this, I'm thinking, oh, this is a C minor chord, but let me spread it out. So I got the C, G, and the D down here, and then I'm putting the rest of it up there, the C minor 9. Now, since I need to do both, I said this chord was the first one, but I need the same chord a whole step up. So we're doing this. Now, if you cannot play that big, bring it up. Bring it up a whole octave. Do this. Let me see. How do I want to do it? If it makes it easier, do these 2 fingers here. Whole chord there. So let's play along. Remember, we're an octave up if we're playing it so that our hands can fit it. See, we're there. We're with it. But if we do it with him, we're doing here. If your hands are big enough, spread it out. Grab this whole thing down here and the one back a little further. I forgot that G in there, so he did. That was nice. We're 35 seconds through this today. Just trying to get a good amount for you guys today. Did he start on the C? Let's go back. That D flat is definitely at the top because he's going with the melody. This is where knowing the melody notes, or some of them, can help, because sometimes they're being used in the chord. So If we recognize that, then we can just figure out what else is there. Dun. So I think I got this. I think we got this much of it. Now, let's see if this is a flat 5 or regular 5. What do we? Real dark. So he's giving us that flat 9. That's the flat 9. I'm expecting an F chord, by the way, because I'm already on the C, and we know, and it's a dominant chord. See that? It's a C dominant. Here's my C dominant part, and then we've just got the flat 9 there. See that? So that's a dominant. So I expect it to lead me to an F, or to lead me to a D flat as like a deceptive cadence. But let's see what he does. He does go to the F, but not immediately. So I'm not expecting, he played another C chord. So what I did as a thought, I tested out. He played this, okay? This is the thinking. He played the C7, but we heard something up high that was a little bit undefined as far as what we're trying to think. So I took the root out. And when we take the root out of the chord, if the chord was here, if I take the root out, that's what I have. So that's where I have this E tritone, but we also heard the E flat on the top. So I'm trying this, but I feel like I'm missing a note or two. So he did do that jump. Did you see that? Pedal. Let's see. And that B flat might be in there twice. And then we go to that F. Wait. I need to get all that. That's a whole phrase. Might even be this. Maybe not the B flat, but the C to offset that. So the C is in there, but tucked. It's like hidden in the chord. Oh, just love it. Oh, that's even better. I like that even better. Okay. The mind of Mike Bereal. What a blessing. Whew. Let me see. He might not even be playing the A flat. See, every time I play it, I'm hearing a different frequency. Hold on. Now that's jumping out at me. It's like, stop playing it wrong. Where's the sharp 9? Sharp 9 is... I don't even know why we would call the 9 is here. Oh, the E flats are the sharp 9. They're D sharps if they're a sharp 9. Got lost with the naming. And back. We heard this chord already. Now, what did he do? Okay. We know that. Let's hope he does that. So I guess that's, he wanted to stay true to what the original was, and he rolled in, went up top there to grab him. Right? Okay, got that. And then he hits us with this right at the end of this phrase. That's what all we have. F, G, A flat, G, F, G, A flat. But he put chords with all of that. Or the beginning, the F, G, and A flat. Okay, I think this is what we're hearing on the outer. That already looks like the 4 chord. So we just, let's slow this down just so we can get it and keep it moving. We did most of this in the regular speed. Wasn't ready when I got to the chord. Let's run it back. It might be real open. Okay. We're going to say that works for now. We need a chord for the G. Dun. I'm hearing that. Oh, what was the chord with it? Wait, I heard the bass. I don't think that bass is right though. Hold on. We need a G chord. And depends on where that next bass note. So I'm uncharted right now. I don't have thoughts. Gonna have to get the notes. See, that's not the chord, but that would be a G chord. Could be that one. So, and then we got these last 2 chords. This is the one sticking out, and this one's sticking out. Oh, may not even have. So if I do it like that, put that G in there, that gives it some girth. But let's check it, see if that G is in there. Okay, I believe the G works in there. Here we go. Now we need the last few. Go back a little bit. So and then we heard this chord right at the beginning. And then see, and we're hearing this. And then and this with it. So he ended that exactly like it began. Okay, let me take a couple of minutes. We got through about the first minute. Ooh. Let me touch on it. Let me see. Okay. And then when we're here, and then I think we hit this chord here. Am I right? Yes. Oh, this one. And then he goes up. So we hit this one. Oh yeah. And then back here. And then we go. And then he does that move. So that was me playing through it. Obviously, you know, the practice has got to come with it. But here is what I'm getting from this. First of all, this chord right here that he threw out at us from the get-go. It initially, for me, this is a what do I want to call this? No. You could call it the D minor flat 5, D minor 7 flat 5, or the D minor half diminished, or D half diminished, I'm sorry. Or he's got this in here like this. Now, here's why throwing this in here gives me a whole different deal. This is like a I'm looking at this as a, I think this is the French, what do they call those? The augmented sixth. And I don't have a lot of time to deal with the augmented sixth on this particular lesson, but if you look up the French, German, and Italian augmented six. I think this is the French one right here. These notes, because that would be the chord, but then you take it and you put that down here. Yeah. And we led into it, and then I mentioned this before, the Mixolydian flat six scale. That's major. That is Mixolydian flat six. So when we hit this E like this, and then we're back. That's what I'm expecting from that. Okay, so he did that. We've got our augmented chord there. He is one of the kings of augmented chords. I'm gonna tell you that now, because he can use them in just the right spot and get us back to where we need to get. Let me address this real quick. We talked about it a little bit, but this note isn't in the key at all, and neither is this one, but he used the chord in its natural state to give us, I'm talking about the 3 chord here, the C, and went up that whole step, made the melody off of it like that, and then he led us right back. It was almost like he was getting ready to do a 2-5-1. He was here, and instead of just staying right here, he led us a little further, let the mind go a little bit, but then it's like he's going back here, right? And that's where we end up. And then we hit this nice one, and then we're back to our, so this is our dominant, same dominant, back to our 6. That's to our 2. That's just a walk down to the 2. 1, 7, 6. You call this 7, but really this is a 5 chord. See that? That would be the 6. Back to the 5. And this would be the 2. If you played that with all the notes in it. 2, and then he did chord we're used to, but he's really just harmonizing the top notes here. And then we're back to guess I'm losing polyphony. And then we had our chord that we had earlier. There we go. So that's what we've got for that. They gave us a nice good minute chunk of the song, but this is nice. Add this augmented 6. Go look up a YouTube video on it. You'll be pleasantly surprised. But I actually did a video on augmented 6 that Corey Henry did. If you see Corey Henry video and then augmented 6 was, I don't remember what I called it, but whatever the case, I talked about it was this chord specifically. So you can learn a little bit more if you're looking for something as the way people can use an augmented 6, a classical chord, classical music type chord in gospel music. So anyway, that wraps up another edition of Jada on Piano Transcription Live. We got through it, y'all. We back in business out here. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. You guys have a great week, and I will see you next week.